quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Rush right in his face. Finds his target. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Burrows. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Johnson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Pull to the ground.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet them.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Gators send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Well, They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Tigers. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him. Break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Montgomery. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Gators. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Play action on first down. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Davidson. Snags it, and there's running room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
It's complete on the right side, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Fights off it. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Plows his way ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stayed chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the return, it's Mays. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here's a give the ball. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Turns up, it's Brown. Runs through a tackle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to see this job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Turns it upfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Powers inside. Might have a chance. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Handoff for Ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Gators! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll bring it out. It's Mays. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Comes down, it's Montgomery and the tight end in motion. The fake wants to throw.
Count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. Right side, it's Singleton. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down to the air. Unloads it left. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quick give. It's Johnson. Sweet cut there. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Mustangs with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Got an alley.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here's a give the ball. Shows him the stiff arm. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Drops back on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Mays. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That's caught. It's Mays. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. On the ground with the counter. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Wesco. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Moore. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Out wide right, it's just... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Turns it upfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Mays. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Long way to go on second down. Handoff for Ball. He's past the sticks. Oh, look out on the right. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The run inside. It's Johnson. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and long here. He's changing the play. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.